So here's my opinion on why education shouldn't be free. I'm not an advocate for college in most cases. I think if you're a doctor, lawyer, engineer, great, you need to go to college. But I think college actually sucks, and I think it's a huge scam. But here's a big problem, is the millennials and whatever the next generation is, Generation X or Z or whatever it is, we have this false sense of entitlement that we're owed something, but we're not. Do the fucking work. Because if you don't work and if you think everything should be served to you on a golden platter, if you're the kind of person that enables people, wants to be enabled, I don't support that behavior. Like, you are not going to succeed in life coming out of college or anywhere if you think everything should just be handed to you. We've got this whole thing on, free education. This should be free. This should be free. We should have free housing. We should have free schooling. We should have free college quarters. No, it shouldn't be free, because when you expect things to be free, you do not get out your money's worth, because you have not contributed your money's worth. And we're bred, we've been cultivated. And I really blame universities for this. I blame parents, I blame teachers. Like, education should not be free. In life, you have to work. If you don't work, you become complacent. And when you become complacent, you get lazy and you don't achieve anything. And so I have a very big problem with kids and college students, teenagers, thinking they are owed something just because they are living, breathing humans, they're owed something. That's not how it works. You need to work, you need to hustle, you need to contribute to the world. So I'm not okay with free education. And here's an even bigger problem. It's not free. All these fucking liberals that think, free education, it's not free. You want the government to spend your money? You want the government to spend my money? So you can raise my tax that I work my ass off for, that people like me work their ass off for, and you want to go ahead and redistribute that to the entitled fucks that haven't done anything to achieve anything in life. You want to take my money away? Not okay with that. So when we got these fuckpots like Bernie Sanders that go, free education, how are you going to do that, Bernie? How are you going to pay for that? Are you going to take 18 million, 18 trillion, 18 billion? You're going to take your money and go ahead and do that? No, we're going to raise the tax of the middle class. The middle class are the people that have graduated from these universities with hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loans that they can't even pay back. The middle class are the ones that are being paid $40,000, $50,000 per year, that are taking home $28K after L&I, after state and government taxes, after Social Security, after Medicare. So you're going to put a heavier tax on the middle class and choke them out so you can have free education. It's the same with medical care in Italy. Okay, you can get an ambulance ride for free. You're just taxed at 47%. It's the same in Sweden. You can get an ambulance ride for free. You're just taxed at 63%. So I'm not down for this whole socialism agenda. And that's why I think education should not be free. There's a problem, but you need to get your money's worth. People that get things for free or pay $5 for something, they have no risk. When you put a price on information, a price on knowledge, it incentivizes you to get your money's worth out. So education should not be free. But there does need to be a balance. The exchange of value, the ratio of how much you're paying to go to college right now, and what you're getting out of it, the exchange of what you're putting in financially to college, opposed to the shit income that you're making graduating with a 4-year degree. That piece of paper that says, hey, Harvard, hey, Yale, hey, Duke, Purdue, okay? That piece of paper doesn't mean shit anymore. It never really did to begin with. It's just becoming less and less because it costs $140K to go to college for 4 years now. back in 1965, college tuition was on average about $165 per quarter. So you look at it now and you go, okay, well, it would have cost $2,800 to go to a 4-year college, and the average wage working part-time was a couple dollars an hour. You would have made $4,000 in that 4-year time period working part-time, and your 4-year tuition would have cost you $2,800. All right? And degrees were paying. Degrees aren't what Bezos looks at, what Zuckerberg looks at, what Gates looks at, what I look at, what any top-level entrepreneur. Fuck a degree. You need to be life smart and street smart. There is a price for the right information. It's just unfortunate that the right information is not being taught by these college professors and the curriculum. It sucks. So, if you want to get scammed, you go to college. The only worth in college is if you want to become a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer, then you got to go through college. I think that's the right place to be. As an entrepreneur, college is the worst decision to make, and listening to professors is one of the worst decisions to make. And realizing that the exchange of value is little to none. You have $160K in student loans. You get a $47,000 per year salary. This is all factual. It's not even up for debate. I have a big problem with that. So the curriculum and the exchange of value needs to increase exponentially if you're going to charge people that much. So there is a price to pay. Education is not, should not, and will never be free. Even if you get a dick like Bernie Sanders or some left-wing asshole in office that wants to tax the middle class, choke them out, and then redistribute that taxed income back into these entitled millennials and Generation Z or whatever the heck. I would call it Generation Unintelligent. It doesn't make sense. So college shouldn't be free, but you need to be given the right information if you're going to pay. So that's my opinion on college.
Yeah. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again.